Good morning. This is Karen. Welcome to, I don't even know what I'm going to call this. Wigs with Karen. Probably not. We'll figure out a name at some point. Anyways, this morning I have on Kelly by Tress. This has been a very hot commodity. They are sold out just about everywhere. And I have this wig in brown sugar sweet cream, I believe this is. You know what? Hold one moment and I'll go find out. I have to be careful because a lot of these wigs have very similar names and they're really close in color. But this is Brown Sugar Blonde R. And this is of the Icons collection. It's very close to Brown Sugar Sweet Cream, Macadamia. Don't ever pull your wigs by your lace, people. That was bad of me. But I'm trying to figure out, yeah, that's about right, where she goes. Anyways, this is Brown Sugar Blonde R. I also have it in Milkshake Blonde R, and I will show you that one too. Before we go too far into this, let me give you a few of the specs, and I'm going to be reading off my phone here. So, this is a heat-friendly synthetic wig. It is a double monofilament, hand-tied, ear-to-ear lace front. It's average size, meaning it should fit a 22. I'm a 22, and there's room to take it in. So I would bet you 19. I mean, Icons seem to fit, at least to me, Icons fit a little bit smaller than, say, City Collection. Boy, I got to get that lighting fixed. City Collection and Luxe. I find that the Icons and the Cafe Collection especially, fit me small. I can wear them, but the Cafe Collection is not as comfortable as, say, like the City. Icon is comfortable. I just have to make sure I let it out all the way. And City Collection is very comfortable on me. And I do like the Luxe too. Again, I mean, I'm average. I'm a 22 circumference, but I measure petite from ear to ear and from nape or top of my head to the nape of my neck. So let's continue with these specs, shall we? And then I will show you the inside of the cap when I go ahead and take this one off and put the other one on. So this wig weighs 4.8 ounces. That's pretty light. The approximate length on the sides is from 8, they say 8 to 12 inches. I'd say, oh yeah, there's an 8 right about there. And then I don't know, guys. I'm not thinking that's only 12 inches, but again, I could be wrong. The nape in back here measures 10.5. This is a hand-tied cap, 3/4 hand-tied. Let's be real, but it is hand-tied. Let me show you from all sides here. So this is my left side. This is my back. This is my right side. And we're back to front. Now, I really like Kelly. She's a little bit long, so she will tangle a little bit. So I'm real careful about where I wear, how much I wear, and whatnot. Because, I mean, the Icons, the Luxes, the hand-tied caps are an investment to me. Although I will be real fair and say that all wigs, I got a hair on my face, all wigs have gone up in price lately due to whatever, tariffs, economy, you name it, it's all happening and it's affecting everything, and there's just not a lot we can do about it. So any wig that I will be showing you now or in the future, at least for now, on my own personal property. I have bought these wigs. Nobody has asked me to do a review. In fact, nobody's even really doing, pitting my reviews or taking my reviews. I'm just putting them out there because at 58 years old, I think that I want to empower other women who have lost their hair, losing their hair. Doesn't matter if it's cancer, alopecia, med related, COVID related, it just doesn't matter what the reasoning is. It's devastating. At least for most of us, it is. And I have found with alternative hair, with good alternative hair, it's like, what wig? I mean, look at this lace front. Look at I mean, what wig? Seriously. Maybe if I put it up, you'd be able to tell. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that these are that good. But anyways, all of these are my own private wigs that I have bought and purchased with my own money. This particular wig and the other color I'm going to show you, are from a company called Twisted Wig. And that is a woman-owned company. She is a cancer patient, metastatic breast cancer, stage 4, I believe. She not only sells new wigs, but the bulk of, I think, what she sells are new open boxed bell Tress, and I think there's a couple other brands in there. And then she also sells used wigs. But she also takes wig donations, and she takes them around to the oncology centers in her area and donates them for cancer patients. Super cool. And I've donated a few wigs to that. I've also taken advantage of her buyback program. And quite simply what that is if you have a wig that you're just not wearing, that's in good shape, got life left, and you don't want to sell it on the buy-sell trade because, nobody's got time for that, or because you're unsure, whatever. She's got a program on her website that you can send her the deets on your wig that you're looking, and you don't have to send her pictures. You don't have to do any of that. You just send her, she's got this little form, you fill it out, you send it to her. She will send you a bid. The bid is good for 30 days. It's non-negotiable. And if you like her bid, then you send the wigs to her. If you don't like her bid, then you keep the wigs. And no harm, no foul. She's super good to work with. I mean, I'm 58 and I have memory issues sometimes. And every now and then I surprise myself and think I'm ordering something. And turns out I'm ordering the wrong color. Guilty. And I've contacted her and she's made it right. So, and she doesn't have to because that's my error. But anyway, I can't say enough good about Bethany. Check her out at twistedwig.com. They do a live on Monday and Wednesday, and she does TikTok throughout the week. But anyways, part of my wanting to do this as well is to tell people about alternative ways to get wigs so that they're not as expensive. There are buy-sell trade sites. There are used wig sites. There are, my favorite is I have made a few good friends and we will swap wigs, or, hey, I got this, or, hey, anyways, I've got a box going to Alaska this week, and there'll be a box coming from Alaska this week, and we'll try and see what we like. And sometimes too, it's just, hey, have you ever tried this style? Have you considered it? I'm not selling this wig, but I'll send it to you so that you can try it and see if you like it. In fact, I'm sending off Mara, which is probably one of my jams, and I will do a review on that at some point, to my friend in Alaska to try, and mostly because of the color, to see what she thinks. But anyways, I should probably get going on this. So I'm going to take it off. I'm going to show you the inside of this cap. It is. So this is a lace front. I want to say, yep, it's a double monofilament, just like the one I showed you the other day. You can kind of see that. Basically, the knots are tied into the layer underneath, and then there's another layer over it, and it makes it quite comfortable. There is a stitch here between the lace front and the monofilament top, and this is a full monofilament top. It allows you, it's got a great parting space. I've seen bigger, I've seen smaller, but this is a pretty good one. We have got ear to ear lace. We have got I always forget what these are called, but we've got the ear tabs, and these are removable, silicone ear tabs, and those are removable. I think, let me get it in there closer. You could take a steam stripper, or a seam ripper, gosh almighty, Karen, and take those right out. In the back, we have the extended nape with the Velcro and the fasteners, and I believe this is like a velvet. It's really soft though. It really, really is. And here is where I say it's 3/4 hand tied. Let me see if we can show this to you. So up here is the full hand tied. Down here are wefts. My understanding is that these wefts are in there to give the style integrity, a little bit of lift in back. Otherwise it would all be just straight down, with the curl and everything, but it just gives it some volume. That's a good word. That's the word I'm looking for. And the color, I mean, gosh, it's just, this is one of my favorite colors. Boy, the lighting in here is really tough, but she is pretty. So let me get out Milkshake Blonde. This is another wig I got from Twisted Wig. Both of these wigs were open box. They were not buybacks. These were open box wigs. What Twisted Wig does is they get the wigs in, new, in boxes, and they open the boxes, take the wigs out, discard the boxes, and then they're able to sell them at a really good discounted price. Okay, let's put her on. I think she's probably in the right spot. So this is Milkshake Blonde. This is Kelly and Milkshake Blonde. She's super cute too. I mean, well, she's the same darn wig. It's just a different color. When I first started wearing wigs, it took me a while to find colors that I liked, that I felt comfortable in. I tried to start as close to my natural color. I wish I still had the 2 original wigs that I bought at a wig shop so I could show you guys, but I don't. I'll tell you that story some other day. But yeah, so these are from the Gently Love section. These are open box, brand new wigs. They might have been worn on her live so that she could show you what the wig looked like on her head. But I don't believe so. I believe both of mine were never worn. And you'll find that a lot. And you can get them for a great price then. I mean, Kelly is a really expensive wig, and I got both of these for under $180. I don't remember the exact that I paid, but I know they were under $180. I also know that I've seen them sell on the buy-sell trade sites for well over $200. Yeah, they're that popular. But they're nice wigs, and they're comfortable, and the fibers, I can't say enough about these fibers. And again, kind of remembers, these are longer, so they're going to tangle, so you're going to want to take care of them. At some point, you're going to have to put heat on them, unless you're going to wear them up all the time. If you're going to wear them up all the time and keep them off of your nape, they will last longer. And you can do that, and hopefully that's big enough. You can do that, just by pulling it up, and you can put a claw clip in it, and I find that, we'll talk about updos in a second, wigs that have some layers tend to make much better updos than wigs that are all one length, especially mostly because you can hide the fact that it's a wig, if you have some hairs that hang down, you know, you might want to pull some down here to kind of cover your nape if you don't have any hair to help conceal that. But yeah, and it's just a real quick updo. That's not anything special. But I mean, if I was out with this wig on and I got warm, this is what I would do. If I was, I would even wear it like this going to dinner. I have no problem with that. I do like her down, but I also, you know, again, even though I got her in Gently Loved, even though I got a good price, still an investment. I think synthetics, depending on how you take care of them, they can last. I mean, they could last a year, not with consistent wear. And I kind of rotate my wigs out here and there, which helps. And I have a few. Okay, so here's how I do it. These more expensive hand-tied wigs are more for special occasions or, well, special occasions. I don't wear them day to day. I save my city wigs, my cafe wigs for day to day. Because let's face it, they're cheaper. And they're only going to last me a few months anyways. I tend to prefer straight styles on my daily wears because a straight style, once you take heat to it, it'll straighten out the style. And so with a straight style, I don't have to worry about that like I would with one of these. But yeah, I love these wigs. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't know what else to tell you. There are ways to get wigs that are affordable, and I will go into the several different ways that I buy wigs. And I'm going to do that in a separate video that's just about where I buy them from. I'll probably show you a few that I got off of Buy Sell Trade, a few that I've gotten. I got one from a wig sister. She has a website, Hey Wig Sister. Her name is Denise Sheets, and I got a wig from her. There's lots of different people. I only mention her by name because she's out there. The other ones, they're just private sellers on the Buy Sell Trade, and so, we won't go into who they are. Most people who sell on Buy Sell Trade are good. They are. And I've only gotten one wig that I was disappointed with on Buy Sell Trade. And, that's the risk you take. Anyways, again, Kelly, Bell Tress. She's out of stock everywhere. I think I heard that she will be restocking either later this year or early next year. So keep an eye out for her if you like her. Or I see her on the Buy Sell Trade sometimes. You can watch those too. Anyways, have a good day. Find your joy. Wear the hair. Take care.